this is a nice nature, right? You know, it's just your clouds. It looks like a nice sunny day, but don't get fooled. You know, you see this? They're called I don't know how they supercells. Yeah, it's a type of thunderstorm that rotates, and they make a very high wind and rain. And you see that? It's making a tornado. And you see this one? That's an EF5. Okay. If you don't know what it is, it's like the biggest tornado that you can ever live. This is a snowstorm, and I will be surviving in this, okay? I will have to survive 100 days in this. How? I don't know, but let's start. Day 1, I spawned straight into a thunderstorm. Talk about being lucky. The first thing I decided to do was to run into a forest for a shelter. Why? I don't know. It's like the stupidest idea you can ever have. Running into a forest while it's storming. But whatever. When I got into the forest, I found a nice little hut where I could hide from the storm. When I got in, there were some barrels with food and some other goodies. There's something. Oh yeah, there is some food. Well, cobwebs, I don't think I need those, but there is a bread, so I'll take that. After looking through the barrels, I made my way up the stairs into the attic, and I can say for sure that this house has been abandoned for a while. Just look at the amount of cobwebs. It's disgusting. I also saw some weather radars or whatever it was on the other side, but I don't understand to this stuff, so I was keeping my distance from it. Also, the barrels had some food again. How nice. It seems like the person who was living here got out really quickly. When I was about to go down, I found a book in a lectern, so I started reading. I mean, what else do you do with books? I can hardly believe I'm writing this. I've been a weather researcher for 50 years in this house, but nothing could have prepared me for what I've just uncovered. 100 days. That's all we have before the storm begins. The tornado outbreak that'll tear everything apart. The storms will build slowly, gaining strength day by day until day 100, when they'll unleash full force. This little cabin won't stand a chance against it, so I'm writing this as a warning. If you're reading this, run. Build an indestructible shelter, do whatever you can do to survive. Over the next 3 months, every single day, every hour, I'll be fighting to survive. You should do the same. Good luck. You're going to need it. Okay, well, that does not sound good. And then it happened. I heard a sound. A tornado siren. I ran outside and there it was. There's a tornado. Yeah, we need to hide. A tornado was heading straight towards the house. I quickly ran into the cellar and shut the trapdoor behind me, hoping it will be strong enough to hold true. This is not an ideal situation for sure. Let's hope this cellar is strong enough to hold true, okay? How did it already happen on day 1? Why am I so unlucky? Like, oh my gosh, why? Okay, let's hope it's already ended. I don't hear anything, so let's go on the surface. Okay, never mind. It does not seem intact at all, actually. The whole house was almost gone in a few seconds. The only thing left was a bath of destruction. If the person who was living here hadn't made the cellar, I don't even want to think what would happen. It's still here? Oh, it's still here. Oh. Well, at least it's over now. Well, I guess the book was telling the truth. After this, I decided to go through the stuff that was left from the house. I wasn't able to save much, but in the cellar there was plenty more food and even some iron. A lot of stuff here, actually. This house is stacked. Why did the person not grab anything from here? After I saved everything I could, I decided to leave the place and find a better grounds to live in. But before that, I killed some sheep and used the webs to make some string, which I turned into wool to make a bed. Alright, and we have a bed. This means we can sleep through the first night. Here we go. Day 1. I was still homeless, so I decided to just wander around. After a while, I found a snowy biome. I thought it can be a good place to set up a base, as I never heard about a tornado in a snowy country. But as you will later see, it was one of the worst possible things I could have done. Not due to the snowy biome, but because I made my base between a warm and a cold biome. And as some of you know, thunderstorms need just a bit of warm, moist air with a colder air. But enough of meteorology. This is a Minecraft video after all. Okay, let's not fall in. I spent a bit more time exploring this area until I found a great spot for a base. But before that, I tried cutting down a tree, which almost ended up by the tree crushing me under it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I never cut down a tree. I'm not a lumberjack, or however the people are called. How could I knew the tree is just going to fall on my head? Is there even a strategy to cutting a tree? Like, do you have to be on a specific spot? Whatever, what am I talking here about? You know what? This is our base. I put my stuff into a chest and then mined some cobblestone to make a furnace, which I used to cook some of my food. Then I just spent rest of the day mining wood. This time not a single tree fell on my head. I'll call that a successful mission, right? Well, no. Sure, I got a lot of food, but I also forgot my bed at the chest, which meant I was outside at night with no armor. Yeah, what a stupid man I am. And then, when I was heading home for the bed I forgot, a skeleton attacked me out of nowhere. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, whew. That was very close. Whew. Next time, let's go sleep when it's getting dark. I think that's a good idea. After this stupid incident, which I could have prevented if I just took a bed with me, I decided to dig out of the hole, because I'm definitely not going to spend the whole night there. Like, who am I to do that? A mole? Okay. Fuck. Okay, this is not good. Why is there so many skeletons, like, everywhere? I need to find my base really quickly, or else I'm gonna be dead in a few seconds. After that, I finally arrived home and was able to fall asleep, which I still don't understand how I did. Like, imagine you almost die twice in a day, and then you just sleep through the night like nothing happens. Day 2, I decided it's time to start constructing a base. Yeah, base. If I want to survive against the mobs, and mainly the weather, I need a place to hide, so I started collecting some wood and a cobblestone. And then, out of nowhere, a storm came rolling in. Like, what? I wasn't even near finishing my house, and a potentially deadly storm was coming for me. It's just perfect. I'm starting to love this modpack more and more every day I play. What is that? Is it a tornado? No, it can't be, right? Thankfully the storm wasn't that bad, so I kept building. Well, at least that's what I thought, because just minutes later, when I looked at it again, there was a tornado forming right next to my house. Dude, this just keeps getting better and better every day. I wanted to say that it's going away, but it just spawned a tornado. Of course I was scared. I made a little hole in the ground, like a mole, and took all my items with me. You know how hard I worked to get them all, right? Just broke one house and I had them all. Well, whatever. I can't just lose them to a tornado like that, even if I stole everything. So, thankfully the tornado lasted for a few minutes, and I was able to get back to work very soon. Oh, and the tornado is gone, just like that. Well, thank goodness for that. No, but why is the wind starting again? Should we go investigate? No, I mean, don't tell me there's more than one storm here. I'm just gonna go work on my house. The best day to do work on. Oh, okay, I just almost got shot by lightning. Well, after almost getting struck by a lightning, not shot, I don't know what I was doing there, I ran out of cobblestone, and to make things worse, a snowstorm started, so I had to stop the work on the roof, as the winds was making it really hard to not fall off. So, instead of that, I got right into making a cellar under the house. Who knows when we might need it. No, but why does that sound like foreshadowing? So, the house is done. I think it looks pretty good. And let's hope it will survive whatever storm is gonna form. I really think it looks decent. It's not the best build I've ever done, but I don't think it's bad. So now we just need to put all of our items inside. And for that, I'm definitely not gonna be storing them like here, because if a tornado comes and destroys this house, my items will be gone too. So, that's why I made this cellar. That's where we will store all of our loot. Sorting items, man, I hate it. I don't even know why I decided to sort items. It's not like I have a lot, but whatever. I still hate it if it's just a double chest of a random chunk. So I got into sorting. and sorting and sorting. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But enough of that. After I got through that, I decided it was time to go mining. If we want to survive, we definitely need iron. Oh, this is rare, no? This type of coal. I think it is. First iron. Let's go. After mining the iron, I wanted to explore the rest of the cave, but that's when I realized it was tiny. But I mean extremely tiny. I probably never saw this small cave while playing Minecraft. Like, look at it. It's funny how small it is. So there was nothing else I could have done than just mine to another cave. Hopefully bigger this time, but with my luck I wouldn't be surprised if I find something even smaller. It seems like there's a thunderstorm on top of us. I hope our house will be fine when we get back. This does not sound good at all. No, of course it doesn't, but at this point in time I still had no idea what horror was happening on the surface, but I'm getting too ahead of myself. Ooh, we found another cave. Okay. But before I entered this cave, I decided to make a full iron armor and a sword. It definitely made me feel more confident than running naked through caves. Wait, naked? Why do I have this trim in the note? I'm not even joking, I literally have a note saying I got a full iron armor, so I don't have to run naked through the cave. What was I on when I was typing that? I could have said something like, with no armor, but instead I used naked. Whatever, what am I even saying right now? I'm going out of script for this. Well, actually I'm not, because I don't have a script, just notes, but I don't have a note talking about how my notes are bad. After I mined all the iron in the cave, it was finally time to go up, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of what I'm about to walk into. You've heard the thunder, right? So yeah, that's the reason why I'm scared to go up on the surface. Alright, I think we are ready to head home. We have quite some iron, so we should be good to go. Also, it's been storming for the past 2 days, so I'm pretty scared what I'm gonna resurface to, because it is still storming. Well, now I understand why it has been storming for the past few days. There's a massive tornado on top of my head. This is an EF4. Yeah, it's going away from me. It's not pulling me anymore. But my goodness. The whole time I was in there, I was like, why is it storming for 2 days straight? Well, now I understand why it's been storming for the past 2 days. An EF4 has been forming the whole time I was underground. Seems like it passed my house though. I don't see any distraction here. What a storm is this? This is the second tornado we've encountered in this exact spot in the past few days. How is that even possible? Also, I'm definitely sleeping in the cellar. I'm not sleeping in my house when this is rolling on top of me. What you are just seeing is an insane path of destruction the tornado has left behind. I don't even know what I should say other than it was absolutely shocking. Like, if this got even a tiny bit closer towards the house, it would be gone. No, I'm talking like nothing would be left, alright? Like, not even the cobblestone roof probably. Like, this thing was 10 times the size of the tornadoes we have encountered in the first few days. And it's only day 10? Like, how often will these things be? Because day 10 and we already get like the strongest tornado ever? Like, this is not good at all. I'm not even kidding when I say that I spent the whole day 10 just walking through the path of the tornado. Like, day 10, all I did was walk the path and be like, oh no, this is so sad. Like, that's all I did, okay? Like, I'm not even kidding. This was a forest, and now it's just... If I look at it from this point of view, we got so lucky. This is our base. And this is where the damage starts. The tornado was right here. How did we survive this without an intact house is beyond my belief. Day 11. A snowstorm was happening right outside of the house, so I thought it's the best time to start working on making the cellar good. You know, it was very cold outside and I just didn't want to work there. I was just cold, okay? So don't judge me. And that's what I did. I just spent making the cellar good, I made some stone, wood, and made the cellar just at least a tiny bit better than it was before. But I still need to figure out what I'll use for the roof. Alright, and the cellar is done. But before that, I wanted to tackle the attic, which meant finding sand to make glass, but somehow I wasn't able to find any. I'm not even gonna be kidding when I say I spent almost half day 12 just walking around looking for sand. I felt like the sand was playing a game of hide and seek with me. Yeah, but I just wanted to go to bed, so yeah, sweet dreams to me, but maybe I'll find the sand in my sleep, I don't know, whatever. Sand. Yes, you hear me right, sand. It was finally time to find sand. You know what they say, if you fail once, you can't fail twice, right? Okay, actually I don't know if anyone ever said that, but hey, I did, so yeah, sand. It took like 5 minutes and I found it, so I don't know what I was doing the day before, I guess it was just bad luck. But yeah, we have sand, yay! Oh, I finally found sand. No way, I thought it doesn't even exist anymore. So, when I got home, I put the sand into the furnace, and while I waited for it to smelt, I finally finished decorating the cellar. I think it turned out pretty well. What you think? Also, the glass is finally finished smelting, so we can do the windows in the attic. Yes, it was finally time to add the windows to my dark house, so that's exactly what I did, and after that I decided it's finally time to start terraforming the land before my house. Whenever I want to go inside, I have to swim through this small, smelly pond, and it doesn't look good, so I made some coarse dirt and placed all of it before it started storming again. Lovely. This has to be just a normal thunderstorm, right? Of course it wasn't just a thunderstorm, because minutes later I saw a tornado. Thankfully it was really far away, so I didn't mind it too much, but then it started to come closer and closer to me again. So I decided the best thing to do right now is to climb on the nearest mountain and watch. I think it's a great idea, no? I don't think this is the safest thing to do when there is a tornado coming, but after a while of watching the tornado I got bored and I had to get to my house as the tornado was getting a bit closer. And then I realized something. The tornado was heading straight towards my house, again. I don't know, I was hoping I might be lucky as last time, but how can I know, right? So, to be fair, what was you expecting? That the tornado was just gonna leave me alone? Yeah, that wouldn't happen. So, after a while of watching from the attic, I got too dangerous, so I just got down into the cellar and waited until it was over. I think it's currently on top of our house. At least the wind seems to be the strongest now. It definitely passed us. Hopefully it's not coming back again. And our window survived though. I was not expecting that. That's a nice thing. It didn't really do anything to our house. We are only missing the corners of our house, but everything else was from cobblestone, so the roof saved the whole house. Everything that wasn't under the cobblestone is gone, but everything that's under it survived. I think we did a very good job with the house. Day 16, I mined some coarse dirt and then started to fill up the holes where the tornado sucked all the gravel from, and that's about all I did. There was a snowstorm outside, so it makes sense, it was very cold, so yeah, I didn't do much. Next day, the snowstorm was finally gone, so I had much more energy to work on something outside, and the first thing on my to-do list was to cut down all the damaged trees. And yes, if you are asking, I do have a to-do list. Is there something wrong about having a to-do list for a Minecraft video? I don't think so, like, you can't remember everything, but whatever. So I was cutting the trees the whole day, that's basically all I did. It even took so long that on day 18, I still wasn't nearly done. It really took a long time. Yeah, the tornado had it done in a few seconds, and I spent almost 2 days doing that. Like, that's just great, right? Okay, so I cleaned most of the trees from the first tornado. I also got rid of a lot of these floating trees and blocks, even though there is still a lot of left. But most of it is gone, so right now I'm just trying to work on getting rid of this hole that was once a gravel that the tornado just took. I was bored of mining trees, so I decided it's time to mine something else this time. A whole new freaking mountain. Yes, you hear me right, I decided to mine a mountain. Why? I don't know, I just didn't like it. It really seems like I have nothing to do, so I'm just wasting my time doing dumb things. But trust me, it's gonna look so much better without it here. But also, we have only iron tools, so it's gonna take forever. Unless a tornado will help us, but sadly they don't pick up really stone, so that's not an option here. And that's basically all I did until day 20, when, who would guess it, a new thunderstorm came. At the start I didn't really thought much of it, as we just had one tornado, so what's the chance of another, right? I'm not sure if this is a new thunderstorm or it's still that tornado, but it's definitely spinning. But I have a slight feeling this might be a new storm. Yeah, that's definitely a new storm. Well, what's the chance we will get 2 tornadoes in a row, right? Yeah, it's gonna be fine, even though the wind is getting strong again. This is just great. We can't even have a pause here. Not even for a day. Well, this feeling didn't last long as the storm started to produce hail, and that got me kinda nervous, to be fair, but if I don't see a tornado, it's all good. So it was all good for about a minute before I saw it. The clouds started to spin more, and then there it was, a tornado was coming down. Oh, we are getting hail. This means the storm is definitely gonna be bad. The rotation is definitely stronger. Oh, and we have a tornado coming down. At least don't go over my house again, please. This is a massive tornado again. At this point, I'm already so used to it that I just watched from a distance, and when it got closer, I decided that it's a great day to not go to the cellar, but rather watch from the first floor of the house. A stupid idea that was. So imagine there is a tornado heading towards your house, and all you do is just watch from a window, even though you have a cellar to go to. Whatever, I somehow managed to survive as the tornado path just slightly right to our base. Another lucky tornado, but maybe next time we won't be so lucky after all. Oh yeah, it's helping me tear down the mountain. Let's go. Thank you, tornado. I'm stuck in a window. I can't move. I'm stuck in a window. If this window breaks, I'm fucked. Okay, no, we're not opening the door. That's not a good idea. Oh no, this is gonna be so much cleaning up. Goal for today is to clean up this broken forest that the tornado destroyed, and we will hope. Okay. So that's exactly what I did. I spent the next 2 days chopping down all the damaged trees until they were all gone. Finally. Now it's just time to wait for another tornado to break the rest. Alright, I cleaned most of the trees that were damaged, so I'm just gonna plant the new ones. So, all the trees are finally chopped down, but there is really no time to waste, so I got back to destroying the mountain, so we can finally have this stupid project done. I don't know why I always come up with the most stupid ideas imaginable, but what can I do when I already started? At least it's gonna look awesome. At least I hope it will. Okay, it's time to start working on our farm area. And with that, it was finally time to start working on a greenhouse for our crops. All this time I was living on the food I got in the first hut that got absolutely demolished by the first tornado. And that food is almost gone, so I finally got into building this thing, and I'll tell you, I tried to make it look as much as a greenhouse I could, but I can't say it turned out looking good. But you know what? I'll have to live with it. I'm definitely planning on bringing some animals here instead of living off bread. You know, it's not the best way to deal with food situation, but for now it will have to do. I'm out of glass. I think I'll go mine the mountain for now because it's getting dark, and the next day we will go find some sand. And that's what I did. I'm just sitting here, mining a mountain. I really have no idea what I should say about this other than I'm mining a mountain. Hey, look how fun this is. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. Yeah, you're definitely enjoying this voiceover as I am making it. I'm mining a mountain if you didn't know this somehow. It's fun, and I'm just trying to make this video longer for no apparent reason, so you can watch me mine a mountain. Yeah, it's almost gonna be done though, so no more mining mountains. Can't wait. It's really boring making a video on this, and okay, yeah, I'll let you go. Day 24, sand time. Yeah, it's finally time to get all the sand so we can finish the greenhouse. Also, if you wonder what I did after I mined the sand, I'm not gonna tell you. You just try to guess. It's not that hard, okay? I did it for the past 30 days. I mean, you're gonna get it, okay? You will. Also, look at this. I just saw we can see the path of the tornadoes on the minimap. Look at that. It's like, it looks so realistic. You just have the forest and the inside it's just barren wasteland. And same here. Also, the answer for the question I asked you earlier, I didn't mine the mountain, I actually placed dirt. So, you all got it wrong, by the way. So yeah, till the end of day 24, I placed dirt and finally started to make it look like a big mountain that was there generated by the world, not by a man with a shovel. Also, there was still some time left on day 24, you know, I was kidding when I said that I spent the whole day mining the mountain. I didn't, it was a prank, rather than me forgetting. So, I finished this, okay? I finished the greenhouse, I put all the glass in and then stripped the wood so it looks at least a little bit better, and that's it. The day ended and that was it. That's all I did on the day 24. So, mined the mountain, got sand, and finally finished the glass. After the greenhouse was finished, I just couldn't stop it anymore. You know what? I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm warning you, I'm gonna say it. I yearned for the mines. Sorry, I just wanted to make a joke. But where was I? Yeah, iron. So, I need iron, so I found a new cave and got a lot of resources. Also, for some reason I forget to install the mod that makes the ores glow, so I'll definitely do that in the future, but I got enough iron after looking with my eyes 1 centimeter from the monitor, and I got almost everything, you know. I got like so many iron. I still hope it's gonna be almost enough because like the mountain is almost finished mining, so hopefully we won't break 1 pickaxe per day anymore. Okay, this should be more than we need. We have 42 iron and we can get back to this cave whenever we want. There is still so much more left of it. When I got out of the mine, who would guess it? There was a storm in the distance, so from the looks of it, it was probably going away from me, but every time a storm was coming away from me, it always somehow found a way to get back with a tornado. So you know what they say, don't trust a storm until it's gone. I don't think anyone ever said that, I just made it up, so whatever. So the storm never made it back, thankfully. I guess I was wrong there, but who can blame me? Who can blame me? I went through so many tornadic storms, but let's get to what I'm doing right now. So yeah, greenhouse. So it was finally time to plant something in it. Like having a greenhouse without plant is like having a house without roof. Both are pointless. Yeah, I don't think I had to explain that, but yeah, greenhouse. So I planted some seeds in it, and that was basically it. I planted like 4. I didn't have enough, so it was literally pointless. But I'm looking into my notes, and I don't know why, but I have like a whole paragraph here about what conditions a plant needs to grow in real life. What was I thinking? It's like so boring. I'm not even gonna read what I wrote like a month back when I was recording this. It's so stupid. Okay, it's finally time to finish digging up this big mountain. Well, that's exactly what I was hoping to do, and I was doing a good progress until another thunderstorm came, and the worst thing is that I'm doing all of this digging for nothing. All this mountain digging, it's so pointless, and you'll see why soon. Very soon, actually. Okay, actually not that soon, but like in another probably 15 minutes. I don't know, I'm not at that part yet, but you'll see, okay? Trust. Okay, the wind is starting to pick up, so does that mean we have a thunderstorm? Oh yeah, it's spinning. Oh yeah, a thunderstorm is forming. That's great. I was hoping it might be just the rain, but no, we have a thunderstorm forming. Let's hope it will stay as a thunderstorm. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah, the thunderstorm is getting lower though. It's gone. Oh, it started to spin really fast right now. I just saw it. And the tornado is coming straight down. Oh yeah, that's a monster. Okay, that's great. I was hoping it might be just a thunderstorm, but not here. Not in this world. Alright, and just one more layer to go and we should be able to start placing dirt. Wait, the tornado is gone? This quickly? Yeah, the tornado was actually on the ground for about like 5 minutes, so that's good. I was not expecting it to be gone this soon, but thank goodness it is, as it seems like it's going straight towards me. Alright, I'm almost done with digging everything up. I just have this small mountain here, and that's it, the whole thing. And then I realized something, I really don't like the look of the coarse dirt. So, everything I just placed will have to be dug up and replaced by normal dirt, which I have no idea where I will get because everything... Oh, okay, yeah, well, I know where I will get it. That was quite a stupid question. And with that, I had one mission, and one mission only. Get all the dirt I will need for this project. Okay, I can't keep this cinematic voice. I just need to finally be done with this, so I just spent a few days mining and placing dirt, you know, yeah. I'll skip all of this because it was really boring and you already saw me mine and place way too much dirt. Wow, look at this view though without the mountain, it's so cool. I'm so happy I took the time to get rid of it. Now I just need to take the time and actually make it look nice here. Okay, one of our crops finally grew, so we can plant more, but we will need to get bone meal if we want to work with anything here. After I planted my 4 seeds, I wanted to finish placing all the dirt I had mined a few days ago, and of course, I was short by a lot of dirt. Also, I think I will start placing a bit more dirt here, so we can finally have this finished. Alright, the snowstorm is finally over, so we can start working on getting rid of all of this coarse dirt and making it look better. So I took my iron shovel and started digging and digging and digging, and then I took all of the dirt and I had to place it down. And of course I ran out of it, but I was too lazy to mine for more, so I decided it's the best idea to go on an expedition for food. But at this time, I still had no idea what I'm getting myself into. Because trust me, this expedition might be the reason I won't see this place ever again. Okay, that was such a bad way to make tension, but whatever. We'll have to deal with that later. Okay, so we ran out of dirt, but I'm too lazy to go mine more because we've spent so much time getting rid of the mountain and now we're just wasting time making it look better. I mean, it already looks better with it, but I just want to do something else. And what we will do right now is get more food, because we do not have much and it takes a long time for the crops to grow. Okay, I think we are ready to get on our journey and maybe we will find something along the way. But for now we are just looking for food. If we open our map, I think the best way to go will be probably towards here, because I knew I found a lot of mobs in this biome, so I think there can be a lot here too. And with that, the expedition started. Okay, I'll stop practicing my cinematic voice, but I can't stop it. It's so fucking funny. Okay, yeah, this is where the first massive tornado took place, and I mean, you can all see it was here. Oh yeah, I can already see some on the minimap. Look at the yellow dots. There's so many things here. Oh yeah. And with that, it was finally time to get all the food I needed. So I killed almost every single mob I could have found because I think it's pointless to bring them to our base as one simple tornado can kidnap them all. So yeah, I think this is the easiest way. Just go and kill all the mobs and then get to your base. Okay, this looks like a ruined portal, so I think this will be our next stop. Ooh, look at this birch tree. We don't have birch yet. I'm definitely getting that. Oh yeah, look, this is a birch forest here. That's awesome. Oh wow, look at that cave. That looks pretty cool. I think we should go here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, and there's iron. I think we should take that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, and there's also a coal here. Also, I found this big open cave, so I mined all the iron and coal in it and used it as my home for the night. Because I definitely would not want to be on the surface with all the mobs, and I only have an iron armor, okay? I'm still scared of dying. We're pretty far in the challenge, actually. Almost getting to the halfway point. We're still 20 days away from it, but, I mean, it's getting closer. Okay, the water just saved me there. What was I doing? Alright, it's the new day, so it's time to get up again. A village! No way, we finally found something. We found a village. Oh, that looks beautiful. Also, have you seen the skies? They are like so blue right here. Like nothing can spawn here. But I have a slight feeling we missed the ruined portal. So, I think we'll go there first and then we will make our way to the village. So we just need to go back into this stupid forest. Alright, so after a bit of walking, I finally found the ruined portal, but it was so bad. I gotta say, this was one of the most pointless walks we did in this whole video, but it's fine, it's fine. After this, I made my way to the village we found, and I have a funny story, okay? I want to tell you. So, listen. I got to the village, okay, and I found a blacksmith, and I mean, there was a good look there, not gonna lie, but this is not supposed to be a funny story, okay, so I got all the stuff from the village, and literally just turn around, and what do I not see? Another village, yeah, a modded village. After 32 days in this mod pack, we finally encountered our first modded village. Until this point, I absolutely forgot I even had mods here other than just Weather 2. Whatever, yeah, that's the story. I don't know, after talking about this, I have no idea what was supposed to be funny about it, but I had it in the notes, okay? Like, exactly this is how I had it. Funny story. Found one village, then turn around and find modded village, because you forget you had any other mods than Weather 2. 3 smiling emojis. Like, what? What is this note supposed to be? There's nothing funny about this, and I still read the whole note. Forget this, okay? Forget this. I'm just... whatever. This is making it into the video. I don't care. I'm not making the voiceover again. They have so much stuff, but I don't have any space. Also, I'm really thinking about moving my base. It looks so nice in here. Like, imagine living around this pond next to the village. Like, somewhere in here. And having the dark forest looming in the back. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh my gosh. You know what? I think we are gonna move, but... I spent so long terraforming that mountain down. But there's so much work left to do on that base that I think this is just a better... I think this is genuinely the better spot to live. We will have village next to us and everything. This is a hard decision. This is such a beautiful sunset. I really like this place. So, I think I've decided. I'm not coming back. This is my new home. We are gonna go all the way home. Oh, there's a thunderstorm. Are you joking? Alright, I think it's time to get home and bring all the items here because this is our new home. I'm 100% decided. We are staying here. Even though this is not a very nice welcoming present to our new home, but I mean, what was you expecting? And with that, it was time to head to our old base to say it one last goodbye, but this is exactly the moment I was building the tension for at the beginning, because the weather had other plans. Oh, there's a tornado dropping down from the thunderstorm. Well, I'm really happy I escaped. Well, home sweet home, but not for long. We are finally getting away from the disgusting landscape. It just makes me sad that I've spent so long getting rid of the mountain, replacing the coarse dirt with dirt, and now we're just gonna move away, but I think it's for the better, because really this was not working out at all. It really wasn't, so that looks so funny. It's like one of the most unrealistic things I've seen in a while, but whatever. Let's just grab our stuff and get going. So I thought, when I was done sorting through the items I will transfer to my new base, I realized that the tornado was obstructing my way back to the new base. Gosh, I even climbed a mountain to get a better view. Okay, now we need to get to our house and wait for this massive tornado, which like this is probably the biggest level it can be. Like it's genuinely so big. So I waited and who would guess it, waited, and so was the tornado. It literally wasn't moving at all. Like, it was just obstructing the path to my new base. At one point, I even thought I will just make a run for it, but I'm glad I didn't, because the tornado eventually let me pass. Even though it took like 2 days, I don't know, I don't remember, like, don't take me for my word, but I think it was about 2 or 3 days wasted, just sitting at my hut waiting for the stupid tornado to move his fat ass. Yeah, sorry, I just got carried away there. It looks like it's some big wedge tornado, but I don't have to care anymore. I'm leaving this place, hopefully forever. And with that, I really hope we won't see any tornadoes. Because I have a slight feeling it's the two biomes together. And with that, I finally left this place behind, but definitely not forever. You will see soon, but for now, let's just focus on the present. Well, actually the past for me, but no, you know what I mean. I'm getting lost in these times. What was I talking about? Yeah. So I made my way back into the base, and let's say I made some, how would one say it? Questionable purchases when I found this villager at my base. But I mean, this was some special offer, so of course I had to buy the bomb and then immediately test it out. Like, who wouldn't do it? Okay, I'm gonna throw the bomb here. Let's hope it's not gonna kill me. Bro, that shit did nothing. Okay, well, that was disappointing. That's 2 of my emeralds for nothing. I still have 2 emeralds, so like I can still buy the bomb again and try it on. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely buying the bomb again. So I bought the bomb again, and this time I threw it on some sheeps, and let's say it didn't end well for them. Day 36. It was finally time to explore the village, so I got right into it, and I actually got a lot of food from it, but other than that, it wasn't really anything special. It is now finally time to start building the house, because if we look in the middle, there is an island. And there is a river going all around the island. There's this little thing you can see here that I'm probably gonna dig out, but let's not talk about it right now after I dig up a whole mountain for nothing. But yeah, we're gonna do a house here on that little island because that can look so cool. Like, it's such a nice place here. I used rest of day 36 mining food, which I wanted to use for my new base, but in the end I ended up using a different food variant, so it was all just a big waste of time. After I chopped down the big tree, I decided that I don't like the food, and I started chopping down the birch trees, which food I used later for the walls. Look at that! This is a new biome, we have not seen this one yet. It's just some type of mesa biome. Oh, there's a village! I think it's literally the same one as this, it's just, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the same. It's just different blocks. Yeah, but that's cool. This is where we used to live. After chopping all the food I needed, I finally found a spruce biome, so I was able to mine a lot of spruce, which is the main material I want to use when building the house. Also, a new thunderstorm came, so I had to hide in the village nearby, but thankfully the tornado turned out the other way before entering the village. I don't think I was ever this close to a tornado. Oh no, yeah, give me the tree and I'm running. Where was the village? It's right here, good. Oh wow, that's a big one, yeah. Do they have cellars in here? Bro, is this not America? Do they not have cellars? Oh wait, we can teleport to our home. But maybe that will bring the tornado there, so I'm not sure I want to do that. With the tornado getting closer and closer to the village, I decided to dig myself into the ground and wait it out. If there is something I learned from this mod, it's that tornadoes can't rip the ground wide open. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this layer of the grass and then we can start building. Okay, day 40, here we are. It took much longer than I was expecting to get rid of the dirt, but really, digging with iron shovel is so slow and boring too. It's done now, so we just need to start building the base actually. And don't worry, it's gonna be much better than the last one. At least, I hope it will, but you'll be the judge of that, okay? Just give me a few minutes before I build it. Okay, it seems like it's a bit windy. We can see a lot of leaves flying around. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything bad will happen. But I finally cleared this out so we can start working on the hole. Here we are, finally building a real base in a biome that won't be causing tornado every other day. At least that's what I was hoping for, right? At this point, I still had no idea that my problems were far from being gone. Also, I don't really know what I should talk about right now because this was the only thing I had in my script. Talk about how you thought that you're in a different, whatever. So that's the only thing I had. So right now I'm just trying to come up with something so I can show you, how I'm building the house, and I don't have to put music that everyone will skip. So I'm trying to say something interesting. Can't think of anything right now, but okay, I know what to say. If your name is Martin, okay, yeah, I know your name. Cool, huh? Okay, whatever. If your name is Martin, just say what should you say? Okay, say good job, Lemmy, and a smiley face. Okay, say that. Do that. Okay. And if your name is not Martin, just don't say anything. Okay? No one cares about it. No, I'm sorry. What? Oh no. What? I was just building the roof and I didn't even realize, but there's a tornado heading towards us. I don't even know if I want to show you this clip because it's just so embarrassing. Just please don't laugh at me in the comments, okay? Don't laugh at my Minecraft skills, please. Oh, fuck me. I just blew fucking hole in the middle of the ground. It's just perfect. I don't even have an inventory space. Alright, it just started to rain. The tornado is definitely heading towards us. But we definitely need to get all of our items inside the house before the tornado gets here. Because otherwise, it will definitely destroy the chest.